All right, man, you're being lied to. You're being lied to by your parents. You're being lied to by your friends. You're being lied to by your college. Let's talk about it. Now, look, just seeing this title and clicking on this video, you're probably like, what the hell is he talking about? I think a lot of people should go to college, especially for some specific majors, not others. I'm looking at you, journalism students. But it's actually about how you treat your time in college. Let me tell you a little story. See, I had a couple friends who, throughout high school, they cared so much about their grades, their GPA, and that was the most important thing to them when it came to, developing as a student and developing into somebody who's going to be going to college. Me, on the other hand, I tried. I did try, but I didn't try as hard as they did. It wasn't eating me every day and night to get that good GPA so that I could graduate at the top of the class. I really didn't care. Instead, I spent my time playing video games. I spent my time playing basketball, doing track, playing golf. So I found more joy in that, and that was more fulfilling to me to do those things than it was to just grind out school. Now, I'm not saying my friends all did that, but definitely it was on their mind. Now, this only got exacerbated when they went to college. Some of my friends, that's all they cared about. If they didn't get an A on a test, it was like the end of the world. They needed to study harder. They needed to do better next time. In order to, feel that sense of they're learning or they're achieving something. I don't know what it is. But that, to me, is not the most important thing in school. Because at the end of the day, I went to college to get a good job. A high-paying job, a good job, good benefits, something I somewhat enjoy. I don't want to hate it, but I don't need to be super passionate about it. I mean, I don't know too many people who are highly passionate about insurance. However, it is really cool that I get to work with population health information. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is that I went to college to get a good job. I did not go to college to become a good student. There's a huge difference there. Now, the friends who went out and they were only trying to get good grades, they needed that 4.0 GPA, they needed that 3.8 GPA, they needed to graduate magna cum laude or whatever the hell it is. While they were doing those extra hours of studying and reviewing flashcards and working through more and more problems, I spent a lot of time working. I worked in a research position. I spent a lot of time applying to jobs. I applied to 150 to 200 jobs before I got my first internship. And a little bit embarrassingly, and it didn't really work, so I wouldn't advise it, but I even made some posts on LinkedIn. That was the kind of thing that I was doing, and rather than focusing on getting those good grades and really achieving high in my statistics degree, I went the route of trying to find a good job. Which, if you're going to be spending, $10 to $15, $20,000 a year on school, that really should be your end goal. Because if it's not, you're going to stall out after the end of that schooling, and the only thing you're going to have is your good grades to defend for it. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have good grades. I had pretty good grades. I just didn't have a 3.8. But I think you have to look at yourself and see what you can do to achieve in school, but also how you can set yourself up to get a good job in the future. Having an internship in a lot of different types of roles definitely helps you get your foot in the door, and it definitely helps you get a job in the end. If you're just finishing up college and you don't have any real experience on your resume, I'm sorry, but it's going to be really, really hard and very difficult for you to find a job that will let you go in without any experience. And so take some time, use the resources you have at your college while you're spending $15,000 to $20,000 every single year on it. Take those resources that you have and use them. I'm talking about the financial aid. I'm talking about the Career Services Center. Most colleges are going to have them. And even talk to your professors, because that was actually how I got most of the information that I had around data science and data analytics. Was I would talk to my professors, specifically ones that I enjoyed their class. So talk to them, ask them, before you were a professor, did you work anywhere? And most of the time, if they're good professors, they did work somewhere. And they'll talk to you, and I think they'll be happy to help you with that aspect of college as well. I think they recognize as well that as good as their students can do, this isn't the end goal, is to get this A in this class. And now finally, click on this video here because it's going to help you get your first job in data analytics. I'll talk to you later.